Chael Sonnen, MMA fighter, shots of him in January in Los Angeles, entering the ring, getting ready for his MMA bout, which he won. And Chael joins John and I right here. He's going to be fighting at MSG on Friday night. Great to meet you. Thanks for dropping by.
Great to meet you. You know, you're a very handsome guy with a good voice. You should consider doing TV. Huh? Did you ever think about that?
I thought about it a little bit.
Yeah, give us some consideration.
So you're 42. What are you still
42 years young.
Right. How are you still fighting?
Growth hormone and steroids.
Is that right?
Is this between us? Is this a private show? Just the three of us?
Rated G. I don't know if we can go down that road.
Yeah, it's a whole big thing.
You're ageless, though. Seriously, is it hard?
I didn't see the camera. Can we redo this? No. Listen, I love this sport. I had some really good mentors. Randy Couture comes to mind. He fought till he was 47. Dan Henderson comes to mind. He fought for a title at 48. Yeah. And I came up with these guys. I kind of learned the right way to train. I've had a lot of good luck, I must say. I see a lot of guys with injuries and whatnot. I didn't have to deal with that. But I also have a passion for the sport. And I also failed in many ways. I haven't reached my goals yet.
Now, Chael, you fought two of the greatest legendary UFC fighters of all time. Can you talk about John Jones, and talk about Anderson Silva in terms of their greatness in the UFC world? Yeah,
Anderson Silva, who is probably my mortal enemy, but I'm also attached to his career. Even if it's this much, every time he gets in the ring, I feel something special. And I also think, in fairness, he's somebody that you can learn from. He was a legend of the sport. He did prepare the right way, and he did carry himself the right way. And great competitor, by the way, as well. When you look at John Jones, he's just so dynamic and talented. He's got some reach. He has a couple of advantages. But I don't see him getting beat anytime soon. He's a force.
Now, you're a former wrestler.
Correct.
Your opponent on Friday, Lyoto Machida, comes from the world of karate. How might that end up impacting how things go?
I thought we settled this debate about wrestling versus karate back in 1993. I really thought that this was a closed issue.
And what was the resolution?
Wrestling. Come on, karate got embarrassed. He's 40 years old. I can't even believe they let a guy 40 years old fight. If I told my father...
You're 42, though.
42 years young.
Okay. And he's 40 so he's 40 years old and you're 42 years young,
That's correct.
Right? Okay.
If I told my father I was going to fight a 40-year-old man in New York, he'd punish me. He'd say, I got to get you to more church more, son. I failed here. He wouldn't let this happen. This commission's going to let it go.
But
I got to give him a beating.
To those that don't know, all kidding aside, wrestling versus karate as a background in MMA.
Okay, so karate is stand-up exclusively, and wrestling is on the ground exclusively, or at least no strikes might be a better way to say it. So it is a little bit of a clashing of styles. Wrestling was able to control karate historically. Now, Lyoto, in fairness, is very different, and he's taken out some very good wrestlers. He's been a world champion himself, but he is the only karate guy to ever reach that level. No karate guys even reached the championship match, let alone a world championship. And I mean that as a compliment to him. He is a guy that was able to take the art that his father taught him and also adapt the grappling. He got a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and he's gone to the highest levels.
Now, where's the Chael that talks all the junk? I want to hear that, talk junk about the guy. You know,
he's an old man.
You're always demeaning.
They're making me fight an old man. I don't want to talk trash about this. He's 40 years old. They're going to put him in the ring with Chael Sonnen. Come on. Come on. You know how scary that would be? These 20-year-olds don't want to get in there with Chael P. One-on-one,
That's
two-on-one,
Chael. There we go, baby. There we go.
They'll all be 9-1-1.
You got them all stirred up now, John, you see?
Wake them up, baby.
I'm
ready.
being real with the 40-year-old man. They're going to put him in a cage with me.
How much longer are you going to do this?
Tell him the world champion. I win that. I beat Machida. I go fight Bader for the world championship. I shut Bader's lights off like I used to do when we were kids, like I used to do in the training room. I leave with the goal. I'll go on about my life.
Now, break this down for us.
Oh, that's Rampage Jackson. We were fighting here at heavyweight. It's my first fight ever at heavyweight.
You know, you bounced all over weight classes. Is that difficult to do?
A little bit, but when I started in the sport, we didn't have weight classes. It was my 6th fight before I ever saw a scale. They didn't used to weigh us in. Hey, what do you weigh? What do you weigh? Put you guys together. And that made sense. That sounds really bizarre even to me right now. But at that time, that made sense to us. That's just kind of the way it was. So I never got too locked in the weight classes. That came on later. I started at 185, then went to 205. And then they offered something at heavyweight. I jumped in there. Now back to light heavyweight, which is, again, 205. So
isn't that a big variance, though, fighting at 185 versus 205?
Definitely. 185 was so hard. My life was terrible.
Cutting that weight,
Oh,
right?
my gosh, it was so difficult.
No more pizza.
No,
185, right?
No more all the good stuff. And, yeah, the vodka pizza. Thank you for... You really got to try that. Only your town has it. We're out here in New York. Vodka pizza, you got to try it.
All right, it's not actual vodka on the pizza.
Vodka sauce.
Yeah,
sauce.
okay. Just,
you know that pink, it's like the red and the white, so they put it together. They put it on noodles sometimes.
Right.
Like penne noodles.
Yeah.
It's excellent.
Penne vodka, yeah.
Now, you're known for fighting any and everyone, no matter who comes your way. But what style do you prefer to fight?
If I was to fight a guy, I really prefer probably weight class over style. I'd like to fight a guy my size. Going up to heavyweight showed, bravado and macho.
So
I had an
205
ego. Yeah, I'd like to fight at 205 pounds. And then
Okay.
whoever they got at 205, I try not to choose after that. I've always felt like bullies choose their fights. The bullies, they take a fight with someone they know they can beat. I take on all comers, but if I'm being honest, I'd prefer somebody my size.
All right.
What's most important for you to win on Friday night?
What's most important is I need to push the pace. I need to also be very tough. I'm going to take some big shots. He's very quick. He comes very straight. I've had some guys mimic him in practice. They hit me right on the button. And if I can, keep my focus, be tough, be a good competitor, I can deal with it.
Awesome. Great to meet you. Best of luck, and thanks for dropping
A
by.
lot of guys say that, but you really, I can tell you mean that.
I am genuinely.
You mean that.
I am genuine when I say, great to meet you.
Thank you.
Good luck. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you again.
All right. For more great videos from the MSG 150, check out right there. And remember, our show is on Monday through Thursday, 8 to 10:30 p.m. on MSG Network and MSG Go.